Judge Loggins had attended night law school at the Woodrow Wilson College of Law and was admitted to the bar in 1955. He is an upstanding member of the community with a conservative reputation and would likely not be amused to learn that, unknown to him, he signed off on the first gay adoption in the area around 20 years before gay marriage was legalized, when a well-liked gay man in the Ringgold community adopted his partner's niece, whom they had raised together from the time she was very young. When asked how he wished to be remembered, he responded that he wanted people to recollect him as having been honest and fair. As to the first, no one would ever accuse the jurist of being susceptible to bribes. Helen recalled that a friend of her husband's had tried to get him to rule a certain way on a case, and he refused several times, but the friend kept persisting. When Judge Loggins finally told him, "Fine, but I'll retire the next day," because surrendering his principles would render him unfit to hold the position, his acquaintance finally realized he was serious and backed off. As to the issue of fairness, however, more than one defense attorney scoffed at that description. Judge Bo Loggins had a reputation as a prosecutor's judge. When sentencing a criminal defendant, he was in the habit of saying, preliminary to imposing sentence, "This gives me very little pleasure." Rumor was that on the occasions that phrase was changed to, "This gives me no pleasure," the defendant had better look out because he was about to get hammered with an even longer sentence than usual. Criminal defendants had many occasions to wish they had committed their crimes in Chattanooga or Atlanta, rather than the northwest corner of the state, because overcrowding in urban jails tended to result in lighter sentences. The rural Lookout Mountain Circuit had a reputation for handing down harsh sentences, particularly in cases where the defendant elected a trial over a plea. This hard-on-crime stance made Loggins wildly popular with voters. Nor were the defendants the only ones to suffer at his hands. On one of his earliest days on the bench, the judge kept the lawyers in court until 1:00 a.m. in order to finish as many matters as possible. The wife of court reporter E. Don Towns called the courthouse more than once to check her husband's whereabouts, because who would believe that an officer of the court would actually keep everyone working that late? Loggins also made no secret of the fact that he did not care for lawyers who were not part of the established circle of attorneys in the circuit. New lawyers, female lawyers, who were a novelty at that time, and lawyers from out of town had better expect to be put on the spot, warranted or not.